tonight.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals. Boy, I tell you, it was a tough road for the Clippers in the playoffs. They get by the Spurs in round one in a 7-game emotional series, then immediately have to go up against the Rockets in round two. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
And he gets the bucket.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on. And we all remember the Clippers would go up 3-1 against the Rockets. They had that 19-point lead in the fourth quarter of Game 6, but couldn't hold on to it and lose Game 7. And it was one of the biggest series collapses, really, in postseason history.
Again, Curry missing. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Paul kicks to Redick. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Redick's got 6 points.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Crisp pass into the paint.
Clippers leading by 9. Paul outside. Puts up a 3, and J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Warriors have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And the wide open shot from Green. And he's good on the 3-ball. Green's got his second basket of the game.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
There's 53 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Griffin goes in and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Now, Mbah-a-Moute. After the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Mbah-a-Moute with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Pass to Mbah-a-Moute. Jordan kicks to Redick. 5 to shoot. Jordan the screen, and there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Stolen by Thompson.
And how about the stingy defense there to deny?
And Blake Griffin grew up playing the game alongside his older brother. His dad was his coach, and he credits his brother for inspiring him to work at his craft.
You know, watching him kind of go through the process of he started to get, recruited.
Well, talking about taking the right course, we know that the older brother of Blake Griffin, 3 years older, he played, as did Blake, for their dad Tommy in high school, and they were terrific high school players and 4-time state champions.
I mean, it always helps to have a big brother who's kind of been there and done that and can share those experiences with you. Doesn't hurt to have a dad also who's a pro player either, and also a college coach.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
Luke Mbamute out there with Green. Then it's Crawford. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Rivers in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And the Clippers making a switch here. Pierce is checked in.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
Here's Rivers. They get it back. Golden State's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And there's Green on the assist by Curry. And it's 7 points for Draymond Green.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
And so Jamal Crawford nails both of them. And back to Crawford last season, he was down in field goal and three-point percentage. Plus, he battled with a calf injury that ultimately kept him out of 17, 18 games late in the year.
Yeah, Kevin, but his deep range spread the floor when he was out there. He still has that presence about him that you have to honor him. And he also hits some very timely shots. A dangerous assassin who always needs to be accounted for. It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Rivers kicks to Crawford. Uncovered. Here's Jordan. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it, though.
It's Curry outside, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14. And, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Warriors?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete that transcends age. And so far, I've seen zero drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness, but no question he's improved his skills and IQ.
Pierce's shot is good.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
From deep three-point range, and another three for Golden State.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 10.
And talking about DeAndre Jordan, he is displaying an energy level that many scouts wondered if he had. Let's face it, he underachieved a bit in his 1 year in college. He knows that. But when it's come time to do it at the highest level, DeAndre has risen to the occasion.
Now here's Pierce. Goes up off the pick. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there. Yeah, that's got them over the limit, and it's still early. They have to play smart, or they could give up a lot of free throws.
Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Griffin comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. And Draymond Green picks up the foul.
That's his second personal foul.
On our old partner, Steve Kerr also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars in Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point.
2 minutes remaining.
Paul against Thompson. They set the pick. Griffin a screen on Thompson. Thompson comes with the double team. Shot clock at 6. Green the screen. Redick inside the line. That one wide left. Warriors leading by 12. Curry. And another 3 for Golden State.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Griffin dishes to Aldridge. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
And here is Paul after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. It's Redick on the wing, guarded by Curry. The shot by Redick, no good.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
And Baamute's checked in for Green. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Paul kicks to Griffin. They double-team Griffin. He feeds it to Redick. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Redick's got 8 points.
And Curry and his turnovers last year, a lot of it might have been getting used to a new system. But you can see he's also tightened up his play to reduce the giveaways.
An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 45 points.
Well, it's obvious the difference in this quarter has been their dominance on the offensive boards.
Yeah, plenty of second chance points. Also keeps the opponent out of transition, not resting on their lead, staying active.
Well, they're not shooting as many from outside here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they were shooting well early on. I like their spacing. I think they should get back to that.
From deep three-point range, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. So